You imagine the universe as some finished story, neat, tidy, wrapped up with a bow. Forget that idea immediately. We're standing at the very beginning of understanding. Everything you think you know is a tiny candle in a cosmic night. Ladies and gentlemen, curious minds and wanderers in this remarkable universe, let me take you on a journey through 2026, a year that has already earned its place in the great unfolding story of discovery. A year not defined by war or politics or gossip, but by something far more thrilling, the expansion of human knowledge. You see, every time we peel back one curtain in physics, we find another, stranger curtain behind it. The universe is not simply complicated. It is deceptively intelligent, as if daring us to chase it. And in 2026, humanity sprinted a little further into the dark and found, believe it or not, light. The universe still has tricks to play. The first thing you must understand is that physics is not a set of answers. It is a game, a puzzle, a playful chase after truth. If you ever catch yourself believing that we know everything, stop. That is the moment you've quit the game. In 2026, we made progress that shakes the walls of our old living room, forces us to repaint our understanding, move the furniture, and admit, once again, our picture of reality was too small. Fusion, bottling the sun. Let's start with something that sounds like a fairy tale. Controlled nuclear fusion, the engine of the stars. Imagine trying to imprison lightning inside a glass jar without letting it blow a hole through your table. That's what fusion scientists have been doing for decades. But this year we got closer, not theoretically, not someday, but demonstrably closer. We've finally seen devices with better energy gain, ways to confine plasma like a cosmic beast being tamed. We're learning to use magnetic fields that hold hot matter the way gravity holds galaxies. We are playing with the same fire that powers every sun in the universe. If we succeed, and we will, you will live in a world where energy is limitless and clean, where cities glow with fire instead of smoke. And if that doesn't thrill you, you're missing the point. This is not just physics, it's human ingenuity lighting the future. Dark matter, the invisible fingerprints, you look out into the night sky. You see stars, galaxies, nebulae, and you think that's the universe. Wrong. The visible stuff, the atoms, the dust, the gas, is only a tiny fraction. The rest, it's invisible, not transparent, undetectable by normal means. But in 2026, we found hints, subtle, delicate, of interactions that may finally reveal dark matter's true nature. Not a particle we can hold, not a ghost we can ignore, but something real, tugging on galaxies, shaping cosmic rivers of stars. We saw anomalies in particle detectors, little deviations, whispers, saying, look here, you're getting warmer. It's like spotting footprints of a tiger in the jungle long before you see its stripes in the moonlight. And that moment, the realization something unseen is shaping your world is magnificent. Because science is not about seeing. It's about inferring, imagining, daring. Quantum computing, the great brain multiplier. Now, this one sounds like madness machines that compute not one path, but every path at the same time. Think of a detective solving a case. He interviews suspects one by one. But a quantum computer, it interrogates all suspects at once, all worlds, all possibilities, then collapses the whole thing into one answer. No magic, just the mathematics of the universe playing its strangest card. In 2026, error correction took leaps forward. We are building machines that can survive noise and chaos, much like humans who learn by making mistakes. You may think this is only for physicists and programmers. No, this is for everyone who will live in the age shaped by it. An age where medicine, climate materials, and technology accelerate far faster than the human imagination can currently keep up with. We're inventing brains bigger than our own, out of wires and qubits, in the same spirit we once tamed fire. Reality, wonder, and the human spirit. But here's the most important thing, and I want you to listen carefully. Physics does not advance because the universe decides to reveal a secret. It advances because people refuse to stop asking questions. Every breakthrough in 2026 came from someone with messy notes, sleepless nights, equations that didn't work, experiments that failed 100 times. Progress is not made by geniuses. It's made by stubborn children in adult bodies who keep poking reality to see what falls out. You don't need a PhD to think like that. You only need curiosity and nerve. When life feels impossible, think like a physicist. Let's take a break from atoms and galaxies and talk about you. Because science is not just about stars, it's about living. When life throws chaos at you, when plans crumble, when results don't match expectations, you're doing an experiment. A scientist never cries when data misbehaves. They cheer because surprise means learning. Try everything. Test ideas. Abandon wrong ones. Keep the models that predict reality. You fail. Great. Data point collected. Try again. Physics teaches the best lesson life can offer. There is always another question worth asking. 2026 belongs to the curious. So what does 2026 really mean? It means we are closer to star power on Earth. We are on the trail of invisible matter. We are building brains that think differently. We are expanding the border of the possible. But the greatest breakthrough is not an experiment. It is a shift in spirit. Humanity is rediscovering the thrill of not knowing. Instead of being embarrassed by ignorance, we are learning to celebrate it. Ignorance points the way. Ignorance is the compass needle of discovery. Every time we say, I don't know, the universe smiles and whispers, excellent, ask me something new. So when someone tells you everything important has already been discovered, smile politely, then laugh, because the universe has placed infinite mysteries within arm's reach. 2026 is just a beginning. The century will explode with revelations. And the explorers, the discoverers, the pioneers might be sitting in a classroom or scrolling on a phone or staring at the stars tonight, wondering. So don't underestimate your own curiosity. Don't shrink from not knowing. And don't wait for permission to explore. The universe is open for business, and every one of us, every student, every dreamer, every ordinary person gets a front row ticket. Because the greatest joy in all of science is not answers. It's the relentless thrill of finding things out.